2 days after he was wounded during a SWAT standoff, Officer Stephen Smith has died. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Jackson.
And I'm Ellie Merritt. Officer Smith died in the hospital late this afternoon. He was surrounded by his friends and family. Tonight, the Fraternal Order of Police released a statement saying Smith was no stranger to the dangers of police work after he was shot 3 years ago. President Jay McDonald said, quote, "He heroically returned to duty, and we join his family and friends in celebrating his life and service while mourning his senseless death." NBC4 has team coverage tonight. Our Courtney Yoon spoke to one of Smith's colleagues about how he is remembering his friend tonight. But first, Candace Lee is live at police headquarters with a look back on Smith's heroic career. Candace?
Yeah, that's right, LA SWAT officer Stephen M. Smith, a 27-year veteran of the Columbus Division of Police, passed away just before 5 o'clock this evening. His life and his career here at the Columbus Division of Police cut short after he was shot during a SWAT situation early Sunday morning. Tonight, the men and women that protect this city ask for your prayers as they mourn their brother.
It's with a sad and heavy heart that the Columbus Division of Police reports the passing of our beloved brother, Stephen M. Smith, badge 1386.
For 2 days, Officer Stephen M. Smith fought for his life, suffering a fatal gunshot wound Sunday while attempting to serve a search warrant here in Clintonville. His wife, Lisa, and 2 children, Jesse and Brittany, among the dozens of family and fellow officers that kept vigil, praying for his recovery.
The city lost a true hero, a true guardian, protector. Everybody's at a loss right now.
Officer Smith joined the force 27 years ago, serving with distinction as a patrol and narcotics officer, a helicopter pilot, and a member of the dive team.
He loved life. His legacy truly is about living life to the fullest. He lived at 100%, 100 miles per hour.
Fellow officers describe Smith as trustworthy, hardworking, and friendly. He is the 54th Columbus police officer to die in the line of duty since 1816. Chief Jacobs says the division and his family appreciate the show of support and prayers from the community these last 2 days.
You know, I ask people to say prayers on Sunday, and it's been nonstop. And they've let us know in many different ways how much they care about us.
From Officer Smith's death comes life. Chief Jacobs telling us that his family donated his organs. He could save up to 8 lives. Of course, funeral arrangements are pending. Reporting live outside of the Columbus Division of Police, Candace Lee, NBC4.
Thank you, Candace. The last 2 days have been especially difficult for Smith's friends and co-workers on the force. Tonight, they are remembering him with a heavy heart. NBC4's Courtney Yoon continues our team coverage now, live from Columbus Police Officers Memorial with that story. Courtney?
Yeah, Mike, soon Officer Steve Smith's name will be added here to the Columbus Police Memorial after he made the ultimate sacrifice serving the citizens of Columbus. Tonight, I got to speak with Officer Kevin Wheeler. He worked for several years on the force with Officer Smith through different units. Tonight, he says he's remembering Officer Smith for his zeal for life and passion for serving others.
He would take the shirt off his back for anybody in the unit or anybody that he knew that he could help out even outside the unit.
Officer Kevin Wheeler's close friendship with fallen Officer Steve Smith started here nearly 20 years ago at the aviation unit of the Columbus Police Department. He says they spent a lot of time inside the small area of these helicopters together when they flew patrol flights.
Steve was just always a go-getter, always willing to do the job, wanted to get the job done no matter what it took.
Officer Wheeler says they followed each other to different units through the years, including here in the aviation unit, the Narcotics Investigative Tactical Team, and the SWAT team.
And the way he lifted the team in bad times and brought all of our spirits up, it was just unbelievable.
He says Officer Smith was someone you always wanted by your side on the job and just through life.
He would be there for you when you're away from your job and you needed help.
Tonight, he says they're remembering him with a heavy heart, but with a passion to push forward and continue to protect the citizens of Columbus. Officer Wheeler says it's what he would have wanted them to do.
I said whoever gets his heart is a very lucky person because Steve was a heck of a runner. He can run like a gazelle. So they have a good, strong heart to do that with, but they also have a good, strong heart here. He was a man that that cared about people and a good person.
Officer Wheeler says their unit will be honoring their fallen brother the best way they know how, with a flyover for his funeral service. Live in Columbus, Courtney Yoon, NBC4.
And a remarkable man. Courtney, thank you. Officer Smith was shot in a standoff with a man over the weekend. Let's walk you through how this all unfolded. It was around 11:30 Saturday night. Smith was part of the Columbus SWAT team that moved in on 44-year-old Lincoln Rutledge, wanted for arson. Rutledge opened fire from inside, hitting Officer Smith in the head. Then the building caught on fire with Rutledge still inside. Finally, around 7 Sunday morning, Rutledge surrendered almost 8 hours after that standoff began. Rutledge was arraigned this morning, and the judge denied bond because he says Rutledge is a safety risk. Officer Smith remained at OSU until his passing late this afternoon.